We start with 1 hour chart. If you refer to my last analysis when the price was here, we mentioned we were looking for buy, but we need to confirm this one, how deep it can go. By the way, we get this sharp move and now we turns to the correction. We want to see, can we look at this one as a flat for one move up? And later on, we want to see whether this one is in relative to each other for bigger correction after we get up move for one move down. Because now we want to see this correction in relative to this. This is the only correction and this is the start of the up move, or still we can expect the bigger correction for one more drop before we get the next move. Okay, because the way this one is moving is really corrective. And now we look at this flat. Okay, by the way, we move to forward chart. We want to see how we can analyze based on forward chart. The first thing is, if we want to put this one in relative to this, what we expect expanding. All right, now the thing is, when we only look at this, especially for this, can we expect this one to turn to a flat for one more drop? Why? Because when we have expanding flat, we are not sure how long this one can expand. This is the one of the difficulty to trade with the expanding flat. Okay, that's why even for other charts we have it. That's when if we get any trade within this range, as long as the price come to this top, we need to see if there is no continuation. We should take order. We don't stay with the trade. And internally, now we're looking at this. How about this? We see this one is really corrective. Can we expect one more drop? That means this correction be more deeper correction before we get this up move. For sure, if the price can drop, then we have enough time. I mean, it can give us a better opportunity to look for buy. At least with the sharp move of like, and our stop loss will be here. In terms of the risk and reward, can give us better trade setup rather than we get the trade within this range. Okay, now we want to see how we can trade it. And if we refer to this, we put this one in relative to this down move, we see what we have. We get this move, we have here, and the price correct, suddenly sharp move. And how about if this is the one? Okay, that's why we don't need to wait for the next move to drop. If the price drop, for sure it's better for us. But if we get any buy setup within this range, we take it as well. But if it is not moving, we just uh, take out the trade. We don't stay with the trade. Okay, as I show based on forward chart. Now the things is how we can trade. The first things is we want to look at this one as a correction for this. That's mean based on for 15 minutes, I will show still we can expect the price to drop. Any buy from there, we can take it. The only thing is based on 1 hour chart, because we're looking for the sharp move with the flag. I don't think based on 1 hour chart we can get any good trade setup unless we trade based on lower time frame. Okay, that's mean if we show based on lower time frame, any buy within this, especially if it drop, we take as long as the price come to this top, we start to manage. Because if we're looking at this one as a correction, we can expect one move up before then may the price can drop. Okay, that's why if we get and if this one drop, any buy setup we get it when the price come to this top, we can start to manage. If I move to 15 minutes, it will be more clear. All right, I think this one, if it give one more drop, any buy with a sharp flag based on lower time frame, you take it. When the price break this top, you start to manage, because we're looking for this for next move up. If there is a continuation, we just keep it as I explained based on forward chart. Okay, now we move to 1 hour chart. This is how we can look at this correction to trade. And how about if the sharply price start from here without giving us any trade setup based on lower time frame? Or for those that are trading based on 1 hour chart, they cannot get the trade from here. Again, now if the price sharply will start from here, for the next flag or small correction, they can look for trade. Okay, it depends whether we get this one or not. Again, we need to see how, because right now we are within this, we cannot confirm. And having entry above this is not good idea. The only times you can have entry above the top, whether we choose above here or here. But we should know the price can tag and reverse. That's why right now, we need to be aware if the price starts from here, how we can trade it. Then whether we go with a sharp move or correction, a small flag, or we having entry above any of this top. This is if we put it as option, but right now we need to see when the prices start to move. Then we see how it's moving, whether we can get put the entry above this or not, or whether we can get the correction or not. All it depends on this one. Okay, that's why we follow the chart. If we see how the price can move within this, but if we see this moving in terms of the corrective, we are not going to get any of the option we just mentioned. Then mostly we should be expect for one move down. By the way, if this one turn to a flat, we get one move down, this is what we are more interested. Okay, that's meaning for me, if I want to buy the best option is this one. But if the price start from here, we explain how we can look for trade. Okay, by the way, we don't have any trade setup, and this is how we can look for trade. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any changes, I will update. Also, if I see any trade setup, then it can confirm for the next move, then for sure I will update. Okay, thanks.